Right. I mean,
Dock is not broken. You don't have to go out and buy a new one. You guys know, hey.
so I got a new keyboard and mouse. More about that later. Okay. Go to my switch real quick. And I'm going to show you what the problem is. Obviously, you already know what the problem is from the title of the video. Now, hold the phone. Let me get this wire situated. I'm gonna plug in my. I'm just going to temporarily move it to the front of the TV here. Sorry about that. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Now, I just had this thing apart. And what I experienced was the blinking green light of death. And as you can see, it doesn't work. It just shows up on the small screen here. Let me turn off the light real quick. I wish you could do this while you're recording. Let's see. It's not charging. As you may not be able to see it that well, but you saw that little light? It was blinking. Oh wait, that's from something else. Yeah, it's kind of dark in here. And plug this for a minute. And then, since this is a USB Type-C, you can put it in either way. Kind of hard to do one-handed because I'm holding my phone to record this video. I hope it's... Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to do a power cycle. That means I'm going to unplug the dock for about 30 seconds. Take the switch out of the dock. Let's move the keyboard out of the way for a minute. And I'm going to hold this for a minute, and I'm going to restart the switch. Oh, come on, focus for me. And we're going to restart the switch. So now that we've restarted it, we'll plug the dock back in. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here. It is kind of dark in here. What I really need is a desk lamp. I'm going to put the switch back in the dock. Yeah, I got a faulty dock. After 2 years, I've got a faulty dock. Right. I've gotten some of the screws off already. I'm going to have to do some surgery on my dock to see if I can find out what the problem is. I'm not quite confident in my skill. Let me turn on the light for a minute. I really need to get a desk lamp. I got a tri-wing screwdriver that I got for Christmas. I will link you to that video in the description box below. While I'm undoing these screws, I think I should tell you that I learned a very valuable lesson in handling screws. When I had gotten my PS4 hard drive out of the bay and attempted to remove the defective hard drive itself, I wound up stripping one of the screws because I was far too much in a hurry to remove these screws. As you can see, it's a magnetic screwdriver. It's kind of hard to do things one-handed. I hope I didn't lose the screw. Oh, there it is. I really need to get a tripod for my phone. And I'm going to undo these last two screws off camera. I'll be right with you. And I really need to get a tripod. I got off all the screws, and I'm about to show you what the innards of the Nintendo Switch dock looks like. As you can see, not much to it. Just this logic board here. I don't know, I can't really tell if there's anything wrong trying to get the focus to focus properly. Ugh. Ugh. Disgusting. Very disgusting. A bunch of dead roaches. And there is this ribbon cable. You have to be very careful with this ribbon cable. How in the Sam Hill do I get it off? Or how you get it off. Ugh, there is all kinds of gunk on here as well. You gotta be really careful. Yuck. Totally unsanitary. Yeah. I'm gonna stop the camera and do some more research on how to take this thing apart without damaging it. But I do know that there are these two clamps around here. And I think there's one over here, though I don't know. Wait, there's one here. And I think there's one over here somewhere. Wait, there it is. I think that's not a clamp. So yeah, like I said, not much to the inside of the dock. But there's two more screws here somewhere. Yuck. And hold on a minute. Very different from my iPhone. These look to be Phillips head screws. Yuck. I know what you're thinking. Clean your fucking house. Well, let me tell you something. Even the cleanest houses can have roach infestations, so don't judge. I'm not the only one who has a fucking roach problem. Okay, so I've been watching my mate Vince's video, and I think what I'm gonna do is, it's kind of hard to do one-handed, but I'm obviously going to need my... Yeah. What I'm going to do is attempt to lift this thing up, free the ribbon cable from the board. And I'm sorry for the autofocus, but that's what I'm going to do. I wish I had a better setup for these kind of videos so I can actually show you how to lift the ribbon cable off the board. I mean, to undo the ribbon cable from the board, and these two tabs hold the board in place. I'm gonna have a look at the back of this board and the front. Maybe there's some dust in the connector of this ribbon cable. But I know there's 9 Phillips head screws. A few of them are kind of recessed in there. Way in there. Yuck. Ugh. Dead roach. Yuck. So, I'm gonna have to do this off camera. Remove the ribbon cable from the board so I can undo it. Another thing, there's actually another connector in the back of this board that I believe controls the power indicator. I could be wrong. I know this one is supposed to, because this board is for supplying power and putting a signal on the big screen. I don't know if there's anything wrong with either of these chips here. The main thing I'm actually worried about is, when taking apart these electronics like this, the main thing I worry about is ESD. I've seen B. Bishop CM take apart electronics many times, and not once has he ever encountered any problems with ESD. ESD stands for electrostatic discharge. I mean, I can't talk. Well, I'm gonna attempt to undo this ribbon cable off screen, because like I said, I don't have a setup to where I can do this with both hands. So I'll be right back. Okay, there are these 2 clamps here. I got the ribbon cable off without damaging it, thank goodness. Now, I'm gonna have to put my phone somewhere where you can still see what I'm doing. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna hold it up like so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to hopefully not damage this thing. Let's get the ribbon cable out of the way. Just a minute. Let me. These 2 clamps are what's holding the board onto the shell of the dock. Got it. Oh, you got to be really careful because there is another. Okay, I got the board. Okay. Now, there's several more screws here. Yuck. I really do apologize. Two years worth of dust. Now, you want to be very careful. This cable here goes to the, I think it goes to the power indicator light. Now, like I said, I've been watching some of my mate Vince's videos, and I'm going to have to put this back in. I'm going to see if I can put it back in. Just seeing if there's any kind of dust deep in there. Yuck. Okay. Now, I'm gonna see if I can get this back on the board, get this board back on the shell without damaging the USB ports. Yeah? Oh, okay. Now we're going to reattach the ribbon cable, make sure it's perfectly seated. Just a minute. I successfully took the board out. I don't think I damaged anything. Now this plug here goes to the rear of the board, and the other end is of course the LED light. And this of course is the ribbon cable. Now as soon as I get these other 9 screws out, somewhere, these appear to be Phillips head. I'm sorry if the focus isn't that good. There's a few that are deep in there. Now, I know there are 9 of them that need to be undone before I can take off this other part of the dock. But let's have a look at the dock. Let's have a look at the ribbon cable. Yuck. This is not good. It's got roach poo all over it. Yuck. I just hope none of the pins are damaged at all. Yeah. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, let's get my Phillips head screwdriver. I'll undo one of the big screws. I'll undo one of the deep screws. And I'll undo one of these screws. And then I'll do the rest off camera. Okay, I gotta be real careful. Gotta be careful not to strip the screws, and my battery is about to die. Oh, I hope I didn't lose it. Now, let's undo this one. Now undo the rest off camera. Besides, my phone is about ready to die. So the light just shut off on me. Alright, let's get the rest done off camera. I need to plug this thing into the charge. So, yeah.
So all in all, I guess I'm pretty happy with this. Definitely not perfect, but it'll suit my needs. So anyway, yeah, if you guys are interested, there are actually a number of replacements. And I'll see you in the next one. But
Okay, here's all the pieces of the dock taken apart. All the screws.
And it doesn't help with alignment, but it makes it a lot more stable now. Yeah, that's what the foam was for. I was wondering.
Yeah. Absolutely disgusting. There's a lot of crap in here. Yuck. Yeah, Absolutely disgusting. Could this be the culprit of... shit. Could this be the culprit of why my dog has been acting up? Well, I'm gonna try to get it back together. I just hope I can get that ribbon cable back in place, because of this board. Yeah, this board here, it's a little difficult to work with. This board is difficult to work with. Getting the ribbon cable back into place is gonna be a pain in the ass. It looks like the ribbon goes in a little farther, but I don't know. I think it does. Well, I gotta get everything back together. Cleaned out what I could. I just hope this actually works, because I'm gonna be out $90, and I apologize for all the roaches that have been appearing on the screen. Thanks.
This video's over, but if you enjoyed it, throw me a comment and click that like button. And if you want to see more, click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post more videos. Thanks for watching this walk me through video. This is Mr. Orthopedia saying peace, and that's a wrap, and I will see you next time. Peace! What the fuck you trying to say? Damn, motherfucker!